Welcome to a very quick custom game between 6 different players. We've got Fatality for 2069, who already got exploded by some of the Tiberium monsters. We've got N4TY in the yellow. We've got in the teal, really nice color this. I think this is Cup of Greg GDI as well, because everyone is GDI. Then Lena Balance in the red, Creepy Crawler 505 in the standard blue, with a Chem Warrior, even though they're GDI. And Windscar 79 in the orange. Engineer already out. I'm not completely sure what kind of game mode this is, because this seems like it's something different, or this is just so that you can capture energy very easily. Not completely sure. Anyways, over on this side, we do have people capturing the advanced power plants as well. And well, this is a team game, 3 versus 3. And a lot of Tiberium. And also these Tiberium monsters in the middle. We've already got 4 refineries for Lena Balance, then here Creepy Crawler with 3, Windscar with just 2, not with 79, and honestly this will get pretty cramped very quickly. Here 3, then here 3, and here 3 refineries as well. And standard power plant gets sold off because, well, why would you want a standard one if you can have the advanced ones? And that is especially true with the fact that you don't have a lot of space. Also, this is kind of weird, but like, some of these have been captured by N4TY and some of them haven't, because they are neutral. Which is kind of weird. Again, light blue teal color, this is actually just very nice looking. I'm disappointed that in quick matches you can't just choose your own color, because like the green one and the teal one, even the orange, they're all really nice colors. Also red is as well. Actually, let me just phrase it a little bit differently. The blue and yellow are probably the worst ones. So, after being annoying, interesting that no one has actually gone for like weapons factories yet. Ah, here. Just as I say it, I notice one. And the reason it surprises me a little is just because you can't go through here with your... Well, maybe you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can, of course, a little, but not a lot. Also, this is actually more than I expected your infantry to be able to do. Also, chemical warriors can go through Tiberium, right? And we do know that some people, at least... Yeah, there is one chemical warrior. Not sure if you have one. Don't think you have one, at least not left. Then here, chemical warrior. Why are you attacking that? What? Aren't they on your team? Also, this is even your own unit. I'm not sure why you did that. Anyways, Creepy Crawler with the attack. Chemical thingy Tiberium monsters do also chase your vehicles. And of course, good idea to just drag that over to the enemy base, just like Windscar has done. Though it seems like it keeps chasing you. So you might actually want to delete your vehicle. Not completely sure. Anyways, I feel like South team should win this just because they have like Creepy Crawler and Lena Balance. Though of course, people who are good in 1v1 quick matches don't automatically make them good at like custom games like this, a 3 versus 3 airstrike. And oh yeah, not completely sure how you get airstrike, honestly. But yeah, construction yard will not go down yet, but it's actually relatively close. Rocket soldiers, normally you don't see them often, but in this case, with airstrikes available, might actually not be a bad idea. Just to defend. Couple of things coming out now for N4TY. Harvesters make sense as well, just because you don't have that much space, though you could have easily built like a couple more refineries by now. Over on this side, very cramped bases. Only like half of the power plants have been captured. And well, if South Team wants to cooperate, just have these tanks and these tanks all move up at the same time. I feel like they should be able to do quite a good job already. There aren't that many strong defenses here. Yes, there are some rocket soldiers, but not that many, and like this weapons factory could relatively easily be sniped. Though now tanks, of course, 5 of them already here, are starting to come out as well. Seems like these Tiberium monsters do also respawn, because I feel like there were like 4 in the early game and there are still 4, even though some of them have been dragged over here and then killed. So, slow game, honestly. Oh, there was a shot from tank against Tiberium monster. Of course, like, well, not of course, I think infantry that dies on the Tiberium has a chance to spawn a Tiberium monster. Though I'm not completely sure about that. And, well, the infantry over here, I feel like it's all relatively useless. Yes, it's good against the airstrikes, but that's it. Also, kinda wonder why people haven't actually gone for, like, orcas. Because if airstrikes are available, I feel like orcas should be available as well. Though, yeah, orcas against this many rocket soldiers is not really an option. Not sure where Copper Greg is going over there, but it will. Communication center is now out. For the north side, north team, it is not for south team. Not completely sure, I don't expect it to work like that, but one communication center is probably not enough for your entire team. I expect each member to like need to get one if they want to have radar and tech upgrades. So, creepy crawler crawling in their way across the Tiberium, and honestly, they have got quite a lot of things over there, though not firing and getting shot. Not exactly great, but they still have more things than were over here for like Copper Greg and N4TY combined. Green, fatality, not really helping their team out a lot, but actually, Lena Balance not really doing as much as I would have expected from them. Orange has like quite a decent army over here. And like Leno, yes, they do have like a very good economy. Probably the best economy of the players here. But they are also floating 7,000. Which to me just means that you should be producing more. And be that harvesters or tanks, I don't really care, but you should produce more. Because if you die with cash in the bank, that's going to feel really bad for you. Though, you have 2 good teammates who have more than enough tanks to at least hold this push off. Though it wasn't really a push. Also, this feels risky. Because, well, rocket soldiers don't exactly have a lot of HP. Though firepower on rocket soldiers is good, so that's of course really nice. But not engaging for most of the time. Though Orange pulling back their forces while their teammates don't, doesn't exactly make this a great fight for the South team. and teal, with the nice color, is actually able to do quite a lot over here. Green now also starting to help out. Haven't really seen them around during this fight. Red and orange down south are able to do a decent-ish job. But by now the momentum seems to have swung in favor of north side. They do have a lot of tanks over here. Still producing even more. Advanced guard tower just for defense makes sense, though feel like this could still be sniped. More tanks out for green back at the base, but that's not in the front. You're not engaging, most of your tanks aren't engaging. That actually hurts you quite a bit. Now rocket soldiers are engaging and will take down at least like 1 or 2 tanks. And I wouldn't say it was exactly cost efficient, but at least they're soaking up damage from the tanks. Because of course tanks miss quite a lot against infantry with their luck shots. And during that time your tanks can shoot their tanks, which is like pretty much 100% hit rate. Oka now out as well. Because, well, there aren't exactly any rocket soldiers over here, and Oka, of course, free damage. Though, watch out with that thing, because it's all the way in the front of your base. That doesn't exactly make sense if you want to have it survive. Yellow and green, working their way on the west side, could actually move in here. While they wait for Copper Greg to just hold off the enemy over here. Because green, though Fatality normally, well, isn't exactly the best player, I feel they do have quite a couple of tanks out on the field. And with that, of course, they can do damage. Over here, Copper Greg is once again pushing in. And 2 Orcas now for Creepy Crawler, though they are close to your helipads. And well, once your helipads get destroyed, your Orcas will be useless. Which is of course the really annoying thing about like having to refuel. There, 1 Orca immediately dies. I don't know why you built it over there. But oh well. South team, it doesn't look great for you. Build! Lena Blance and Windscar both have like, what, combined they have like almost 25,000 in the bank, maybe even more. But they're not spending it, they don't manage to spend it. There, another weapons factory out for Lena Blance, which means that they will be able to spend more than they were before. But will it be too little, too late? Not completely sure. They do have like 4 weapons factories now. Which should be able to get tanks out in like a couple of seconds. But it's not exactly looking that great for you. Harvard is under attack, which means that in the long term you could also suffer with economy. Orange doesn't really have any tanks left, blue doesn't seem to have tanks left, which means that it's all up to Lino, and Lino is just not able to spend more than what they have. Well, they aren't able to spend as much as they're getting from that economy. Luckily enough, the tanks don't really seem to want to drive over the infantry, so rocket soldiers are doing a better job than you may expect. Though, one tank does try to drive over. Another weapons factory, maybe you're finally able to get under 16k, yes you are, but will you be able to get under 14k or like 10k? Because you have as much cash as the other team combined. More than that even. So, 1 harvester will go down for N4TY, and well, Lino seems to be holding on over on the west side. Tanks from Fatality have been destroyed. And over here, well, the combined forces from Creepy Crawler and Windscar are also able to hold off Greg for now. Defenses over on the north side seems to be better, though. Ooh, Fatality, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I guess against the rocket soldiers, it's good to go for Humvees. Though, yeah, Humvees aren't exactly powerhouses, and your tanks would be able to drive over. Still expanding economy, which is of course really nice, but this force from Lino is very strong. 30, 40 rocket soldiers, combined with like 15 to 20 tanks or so. Expanding forwards with barracks, so maybe we'll even see like a couple of engineers or like, I don't know, advanced guard towers in the base of the enemy. Which would of course be really nice against both the tanks and the buildings. And also with help from Greg and Windscar, you could actually push over to the east side and just destroy a couple of the refineries. Also, not sure why, but like, we haven't really seen any airstrikes in quite a long time. This side would be vulnerable to a couple of Apaches, no, Orcas, from Creepy Crawler, and Lino and Windscar are both finally out of cash. Windscar almost, but compared to what they had, they are out. Which means that they're finally able to produce more than they get from their harvesters. And I don't think a significant amount of harvesters has gone down. Which means you did good. You actually managed to get more production out. And here, Lino just piercing through the enemy. Also, by the looks of it, yeah, one communication center is enough for the entire team. Because otherwise I would have expected one from Fatality or N4TY by now. So, Lino, still a lot of rocket soldiers over there, and, well, Humvees aren't exactly great against those, because they're each other's counter. It's not a one-way street. Which is why the choice for Humvees isn't that good. Grenadiers make way more sense. Or even minigunners if you don't want your units to explode. Lino piercing through. Actually, we do have a communication center, so it was the way I expected it. But late, I think so. Guard tower going down, and well, not really any production left from Copper Greg. One Orca here, one weapons factory, but that's it. Then for N4TY, well, one weapons factory, but that's it. 3, 4, actually there are 2 for N4TY. And like here 4 for Fatality, but can't really keep that production up. And soon these 2 will go down as well. Seems like the economy from Lino will be the victor. Over on this side, of course, we shouldn't count them out, but Lord Windscar and Creepy Crawler have managed to get Lino to the economy they have. Here though, Orcas pushing through into the weapons factory, which should go down. Yep, it does. But now, dogfight between the Orcas. Yeah, now the tanks at the airpads. 1 Orca down. 2 Orcas down. No, you don't want to shoot them. Okay, fine. But this is over. South team from Lino Balance, Creepy Crawler and Windscar will win this. There is no way the North team will be able to push the force from Lino back. And of course, not the force from Windscar and Creepy Crawler on the east side. Both forces are not stoppable, unstoppable forces against movable objects. And this seems to be a sell-off from at least one of the players. Not yet. Okay, yes, maybe. Some things have been sold off, though not everything. Okay, I think Fatality is out indeed. Harvesters are not out yet. And now, over on this side. Seems like a sell-off from Greg as well. One building left. And last push into your own refinery. Boom, Greg has been destroyed as well. And then, here. N40Y. Dead as well. Boom, match complete. A GG South Side. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left, but that's all I'm going to have for today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.